Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be doing another CSS battle. And I want to do this one, number 62. I thought it was kind of cool looking, like a little sunset with some hills. Really nice looking, but it's probably really easy to build. So let's just go ahead and try to build that. If you're interested in following along and watch me try to build this using only HTML and CSS, be sure to stick around. Alright, so this one seems pretty straightforward. It looks like it's just a bunch of circles and maybe like a rectangle with like a, I don't know, a border radius. So let's go ahead and try to build that out. Let's change the background color. So if I style the body and say background of that, that should make it a darker color. Let's go ahead and remove all the comments here. And let's start with the actual, like, the background part. So I think it's just like a rectangle maybe of that color with a rounded top. So I'm going to change this div to a class of background. We can go ahead and style that, so I'll say background is that. And let's just go ahead and try to center this on the page. So again, I'm going to use Flexbox to center all this. So display flex, justify, content, center, align items. I can't type today. Center. Alright, in this one, if I make the height maybe double that and make the width maybe 150, that'll probably be more accurate. So it's kind of close. We can kind of fix it up in a second. But if you notice the top, actually let's change the background color. But the top, let's try to get the top rounded. So I can say border, top, radius, and I could try percentage first of all and see if that works. I think I need to do top left radius. Okay, there we go. Let's try like 50% and I'll do top right radius 50% and see what that looks like. So that does not look, that looks too narrow. So maybe I'm going to drop it down to like 40%. In fact, I think what the height probably needs to match the width, and then I could probably add 50% on that and that'll probably look more accurate. But I think that is a better rounding, and what I need to do is just bring it up. So I could say like top of negative 20 pixels and probably give it a position of absolute. All right, 20 pixels was too much. Let's try 10, 30, 40, 50. I think 50 is good. All right, so we have the background set up and we are good to go. Let's move on to the hill on the left here. Actually, no, let's move on to the sun, because the sun is like above the background but nested behind the hill. So I'm going to go ahead and do another div called sun, and I'm going to go ahead and style that. So sun could be this class, and we're going to copy all this and kind of modify it like I always do. And we're going to change the sun color to this, and we're going to change the border radius to 50% to make the entire thing a circle. And then it looks like it's about 50 by 50. Maybe 75 by 75. We'll find out in a second. Let's move it down some. So I'm gonna move the top from 50 to 150. That's too much. 120. 100. All right, so definitely 120, 130, 140. That looks better, but our sun is too big. So let's try a 60 pixels and see if that works. Wow, that actually looks like it lines up perfectly, I think. Gotta get close, my eyes suck. All right, that looks good. So let's move on to this orange hill. So I'm gonna say make a div and have it a class of left hill. And I really like this style. It's just something relaxing about this one. It just looks nice. Let's go ahead and do a style for the left hill down here. I can't speak tonight. And I'm going to copy the sun attributes because it is going to be a circle, just positioned in a particular location. So change the background color. And I'm going to go ahead and make this like 100. This looks like a big circle, so I'm going to actually do 200 by 200 and just move it to the left some. Let's try 50 pixels. That's too much. You know, that's pretty close, but I think mine's too tall. Let's push it down further. I'll give the top of Yeah, I don't know. I think that's still, the circle is probably not big enough. Let's try 250 by 250 and then try to reposition that some. This one's going to be a hard one to figure out, I think. But I say the same thing for every single one I figure it out. All right, so let's try to see what that looks like. No, that doesn't look that good. I think maybe I made it too big. Maybe 200 by 200 was a better thing to do. And then we could just go ahead and keep moving it in some. I mean, we could try to just make the width a little bit bigger and not change the height and see if that makes it look a little better. And that actually made it, I think, pretty good. So I changed the width to 220 and it looks like it's working pretty good. Now, one thing you'll notice is that it's actually overflowing onto the black area. So I need to figure out how to actually like not do that. All right, so I think what I could do so it doesn't overflow like this is I could nest the left hill inside of the background. You know, I might as well put the sun in there too. I don't know how much is going to mess up the positioning. But if I nest those, what I could probably do is add an overflow hidden on that, and then just reposition the sun up some. Let's move it to the left some too. 20 pixels, 30 pixels, 40 pixels, 50 pixels. That looks okay. Alright, so the sun is back where it needs to be, but the hill got pushed down too far, so let's move it up some and let's move it to the left. I don't know, 20 pixels, 30, 40, 50, 60. We will figure this out. Let's see, 100. I'm gonna move it up some and then move it to the left some. So let's do... Is that too high? How does this look? Does this look okay? I think it's still a little too high or something. Yeah, let's move it to the left more. Man, I had it like perfect before. I don't know. I think it needs to come over just a little bit more. That looks pretty good. So you'll notice also the background, it has more down here. So I could probably add some height to the background and give it like height of 200. Okay, maybe not 200, maybe one. What does it need to be? Oh, it looks like it should be 200. And then give it like a border bottom right, bottom left, and bottom right radius of... We're gonna have to do some pixel values for this one. Let's do like 10 pixels and see. Does that look okay? I think ours is not enough. So let's try 20 pixels for both of those. And that looks pretty good. I wish I remembered the overflow hidden at the start of this, and it probably would have made this much easier. But now you see I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to go back and fix the stuff that I screwed up with. So let's try to fix the border top. Maybe instead of percentages, I need to give it pixels or something. I might end up just having to add a circle to the top. I'm not sure if I could fix this. Hey, I fixed it. That looks good. Awesome. I love it when it works out like that. So let's move on to the right hill. So let's go ahead and add another one called right hill. And we can just go ahead and copy this. Call it right hill. And change the background color to this brown. And let's just keep pushing it to the right some. So if I were to just instead do negative 15. No, let's try 15. Try 25, 35. 45. 45 actually looks close, but I think if I made it more round and pushed it over some, 55, maybe 50. Okay, so that looks really close. Notice here at the bottom is not good. We need to make the bottom, I think, 30 pixels. So if I go back here, let's try adding 30 pixels to that. And that looks really beautiful, a little beautiful sunset. So I think the orange one is actually off by a little bit. So it makes me think that maybe I need to go back and change this to be 200 by 200 as well. Or maybe 220 by 220. And then I need to either pull it to the left some. Now it's too much. That just made it worse. Let's try removing some from the width and then pushing it back over 5 pixels. There we go. That looks perfect. I'm not seeing any jumping. Okay, I take it back. I see a little bit, but you know what? I think it's good enough. So let's just go ahead and submit this. I think it's a really good, and we'll see what we get. 99.9% match. So I screwed up somewhere, and I guarantee you it's on this left hill. So, yep, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and happy coding.